That's the problem we've heard about all day. If it's going to end up in the New York Times, that's what you have to worry about, because that will shape public opinion like that and change behavior. Finally, last key finding, you don't need love. Companies in this room, I'm here to tell you, and I'm a marketer, if you're in the identity economy, you don't need love. We've heard about trust all day long. We actually quantified how much trust buys you. Let me explain this chart, and I'll do it quickly. We measured 10 technology companies in this study. They are reflected by letters A through J. These are everybody from over-the-top web providers, service providers, even CE manufacturers. We asked a series of questions about how much respondents loved or hated the brand versus other attributes like how much they trusted or didn't trust the brand to keep their information safe. We then plotted for each of those brands how willing a respondent is to pay for a particular service coming from that company. What we found is that trust, how much someone trusts or distrusts that brand, had more than a 60% correlation on how much they were willing to pay for a service. Makes sense, right? Trust you more, I'm willing to pay you more for a service. What makes it less obvious is that how much I loved or hated you had virtually no impact on the same. And if you think they are one and the same, they are not. Brand I, who shall remain nameless, I'll tell you right now, did particularly well or fairly well on the love metric, but did horribly badly on the trust metric, and as such is unable to monetize its position vis-a-vis its competitors. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, 3 key tenets. Identity is for sale. Why is that important? Consider the full aspects of identity, not just privacy. I applaud Natalie and Mark for having a wide spectrum of companies at this conference. It shows how innovative you are in getting that concept where many do not. Don't take the customer's word for it. We've had people who would tell us security is very important to me. I worry about security all the time with my family. Cut to the kid, her kid in the bedroom who comes across a security warning, dutifully calls over mom, I think because our camera's rolling on her. What does mom do? Bypasses the warning and says, keep going, and then looks at our camera and goes, it really is very important to me. Don't take the customer's word. We make trade-offs every day. And you don't need love, you need trust. And I know we have some lawyers and policymakers in here, we've heard it today. Privacy policies don't build trust, they mitigate lawsuits. Know the difference. Your privacy policy needs to be clearly understood. It needs to be transparent, so I don't need to be Sherlock Holmes in order to find it. And it needs to be contextual, so that as my needs change, as I move from protection to preference or presentation and vice versa, I can toggle and stay in control. I tell companies there's a fine line between empowerment and exploitation, and you can cross it in a nanosecond. Always err on the side of transparency to protect yourself from that. With that, I will open up the floor to questions.